Hey guys, I'm JD with the Slumber Yard. Hopefully you're doing well, and today we are talking everything that you should know about the new Awara beds. So Awara as a brand recently updated their two mattresses to have a little bit more of an earthy and organic aesthetic. They now look a little bit different from the previous models, and they also now have some new ecological certifications to back up just how ethically sourced they are. So in this video, I'm going to take you through our Awara mattress guide and talk about the policies these beds are backed by. Then we'll discuss their similarities and differences, all while talking about firmness, feel, pricing, and elements for couples. At the end, I'll even sum things up with a final verdict so we can really determine who these beds are going to be best for. But if you enjoy this video or you get something out of it, click the like button on it, and always consider subscribing to the Slumber Yard for so much more. We really appreciate your support. There should be a lot more information in the description box regarding these new Awara beds for you to peruse, but now let's get right into our Awara mattress guide. Okay, so policies. What do you got to know in terms of shipping, returns, trial periods, and warranties with these new Awara beds? It's pretty similar information to what they were previously offered with, but keep in mind, we received these new Awara beds for completely free to review. But if you decide to get them online for yourself, you should be getting completely free bed-in-a-box shipping to start, where the mattresses arrive in a big tall box that you basically drag into your home, dump out the contents, rip off all the plastic, and then you've got a brand new natural latex hybrid bed. Once these two Awara beds are in your possession, either one of them come with a 365 night trial, so you get an entire year to really test them out at home, put them through all your rigorous sleeping tests to see if they're going to be the right mattresses for you. If they're not for whatever reason within that first full year, you can get completely free returns on these two Awara beds, but if you decide to keep them, they're both backed by forever warranties. We'll try link some more specific detail regarding this Awara mattress policy set down below in the description box, but all in all, it's pretty generous stuff that you're getting here. Now let's get into the similarities between these two new Awara beds. Right up top here, I want to mention that they have this new natural design aesthetic. When you compare them to the previous models, which featured this white maroon tone colorway, these new Awara beds look like certified organic beds, and I believe they actually are in many ways now. All the latex foam and New Zealand wool is now organically certified within these two new Awaras, which is nice to know. I believe they did have some sort of organic certification, but not the global organic latex and textile standards, which they now come with. So these beds are properly organically certified nowadays. That's a great thing to know. And I believe for every single Awara bed sold, they actually plant 10 trees in certain African nations, which is really nice to know. By going the route of Awara nowadays, you are supporting a great cause. Like the previous models, both of these new Awara beds feature a predominant latex foam feel, mainly due to the latex foam layers that they use on top, right? So latex foam, if you didn't know already, is a really springy, spongy, and responsive style of mattress material. And it's also a naturally derived comfort material that's used within beds. I believe it's actually made from the collected sap of a rubber tree that's been fired off into a mold and basically used as a comfort foam right on top of your bed. So since both Awara beds use this material right on top, when you hop on these beds, you're going to find them to be really responsive, super springy, and kind of lay more on top of the beds rather than sink into them. They kind of feel like the opposite of something like a memory foam mattress, where there you get a lot of body conforming quality. Here you're getting a lot of buoyancy, for lack of a better term. Both of these new Awara beds also feature some New Zealand wool just beneath the cover to kind of provide some additional comfort to the mattresses. And both beds also use a durable layer of coils on the bottom to make either Awara mattress supportive enough to handle all body types, including much heavier people. Pocketed coils, if you didn't know already, are basically individually siloed springs that are encased in fabric, and they go a long way in providing a lot of long-term durability for bigger body types, much more so than a dense polyurethane foam that's used for support in all foam mattresses. Rounding everything out on these new Awara mattresses, you have a quilted cover with organic wool and rayon made from bamboo. So that's a little bit different compared to the older models that used organic cotton covers. The blend of textiles within this cover is basically intended to help with the breathability of the bed. So that's something to take note of as well. The last thing I want to mention about the new design of these Awara beds are the handles that are found on the head and foot sections and on the sides. You actually have 4 sets of handles on each Awara. And I know that's something that the average online mattress consumer isn't going to necessarily care about, but for someone who moves around beds in an office space all day long, I love having handles all around the bed. It's a game changer. Now let's cover the main differences between the Awara Natural Luxury Hybrid and the new Awara Premier, and it's ultimately going to come down to subtle differences in specific constructions and the overall firmness profiles for the mattresses. So the baseline bed from Awara nowadays is called the Natural Luxury Hybrid. It features pocketed coils on the bottom that are reinforced along the edges to help strengthen the bed's perimeter. Then you have latex foam right above that for comfort, and then it's rounded out with that rayon cover. This simple construction of these two really responsive elements add up to give this bed a much firmer profile, we would clock it right in between a medium firm and a proper firm on our scale. So when you hop on the flagship Awara, I don't think you're going to be finding much in terms of pressure relief. You're getting a lot of support in general from this bed. And this firmness level makes it ideal for strict back and stomach sleeping in particular, since those sleepers usually prefer much firmer options. Moving over to the Awara Premier, the only subtle construction difference between this bed and the flagship Awara is an additional latex foam layer on top. This gives the Awara Premier more of a pronounced pillow top and gives it a softer profile comparatively. We would say the Awara Premier is right around a proper medium on our scale nowadays, making it a great option for all sleeper types right off the bat. I think if you're a back and stomach sleeper, you can get by on the bed, but also it's going to be great for side and combination sleeping. So with the new Awara flagship bed, super firm mattress, probably going to be really suitable for strict back and stomach sleepers, not the best for side sleepers, but the Awara Premier, it's going to be a great option for all sleep styles. Now let's talk about some elements for couples to consider if you intend on sharing these new Awara beds with a partner. You want to be aware of how they perform in terms of edge support, motion isolation, and temperature regulation. And I found the edge support to be a little bit more prominent on the flagship Awara. I think the Awara Premier had fine edge support, but it was sagging a little when I got really close to the edges, I think mainly due in part to the softer profile right on top of the bed. So keep that in mind, maybe a little bit better edge support with a flagship Awara. That said, however, I found that the Awara Premier had superior motion isolation. When I was rolling back and forth on top of the bed, I observed little to no motion transfer in the cup. So I thought that was really nice. You know, usually latex hybrid beds, they don't have the best motion isolation. Here, not so much. Pretty good in terms of that. Even though the rayon bamboo covers on both of these new Awaras are, designed to be really breathable, I think they're still pretty much going to sleep at a temperature neutral sweet spot. They're not going to excessively warm up on you nor actively cool you down, just kind of keep you right in the middle when it comes to sleeping temperature. The main thing going for these new Awara beds, I think, is pricing. I think they're really competitively priced compared to other certified organic options found online nowadays. The new flagship Awara, the Awara Natural Luxury Hybrid, is going for right around the $10-50 mark after discount for the queen size. The Awara Premier is a little bit more expensive than that pricing, but not by much. A queen size is currently going for around the $13-30 mark after discount. Other natural and organic offerings online, like the beds from Avocado, go for well above this price point. So I think it's nice to see that you are getting a sustainable product here for a pretty good value. We'll try to link whatever discounts we can find with these new Awaras down below in the description box to save you guys even more money if we can. But in terms of summing this thing up with a short and sweet final verdict for you, here's what you got to know about the new beds from Awara. I'd check out the baseline Awara Natural if you want an affordable natural and organic bed with a latex foam feel that's much firmer for primary back and stomach sleeping. And then consider the Awara Premier if you don't mind spending up for the version of the bed that's more accommodating and comfortable for all sleep styles. That's my personal take on the subject. But let us know what you guys think. What do you think of these new Awara beds? Do you like them, love them, or hate them? Rise down below in the comments. We would love to hear from you. If you need any more information regarding these mattresses, hit the description box. There should be a lot more information down there for you to peruse, including some discount codes. Like this video and subscribe to the Slumber Yard for so much more. But that's going to do it for today's video. I'm JD. Like always, sleep right, sleep tight, and we'll see you next time.